Norm number 4 is to add due dates to your assignments. So everything should have a target date as to when you want it. You can adjust the date later on. And it's going to be really helpful for students because it's going to add to their classroom. So you're just going to pick, and I'm going to go to September. And I'm going to say this one is due September 1st, and I'm going to click Save, just so you can see. So that's all you do. And whatever the assignment is, you're going to put the date in, and it'll say due on it if you have a due date. So you're going to want to see that due. And what happens for the students is when they're here, let me just refresh this. Let's see if it'll show more things. Yep, so now there's a couple things. So due on Monday is this assignment, due Tuesday is this assignment. So I can link right to the assignments. It's going to tell me what's due right away, and I can link directly there. And I don't need to go to my main page. If I go back and I go into my Google Classroom and I look at my classwork, one of the cool things that I can look at is Google Calendar. Now this opens on the side all of my calendars, so my regular calendars are here, and then all of my classes that I'm enrolled in are listed on the side, and I can turn on or off any of the assignments. So like, for example, if I don't want to see my reminders or tasks, now those are gone. So this will show me exactly what is due when, and it's great because it actually links it back to the assignment. So I can click here, and I can click on that link, and it's going to open up Google Classroom for me right to that particular assignment. It's going to tell me how many points it is and any other information that I need to know, which is very helpful. So I think that this is a great tool for students. You might have noticed that if we're in the classes page, that there is a calendar here now. So this is new. And if I click on that, it shows all of my classes here. And I can arrow over, and I could sort of see. So it's in a different view. This doesn't open Google Calendar like the other way. So if you go into your classwork page, it's going to open Google Calendar just like the Google Calendar app. This one's a little bit different, and you can click between your classes as well. The other thing that's going to be helpful for students, because you have those calendar informations in there, if they click that to do on the side, and it's going to show anything that doesn't have a due date first, and then it's going to show things that are due this week and things that are due next week. So it's really much easier if you have due dates, so it doesn't take from the top of your page everything that the kid hasn't done yet. So if you have it in the order that it was due, then you're going to see the things that are happening now, things that are due next week, things that are due later. So it's a much easier organization for the students if it's in this fashion. And what's going to happen is that once they start missing work is going to go on the top before their due work. But I think it's still much more helpful than seeing a whole list of things that don't have a due date. In terms of what can have a due date, assignments can have a due date, quiz assignments can have a due date, questions can have a due date. Materials do not have a due date because it's just a material. The students don't turn anything in. But these first 3 things all have due dates that you can add, and you should add them for all of those assignments.